right. I wanted to get to what you had mentioned to me before we started to record, and that's what Josh Heupel had to say about NIL and a unique perspective in regards to, okay, this is kind of a different curveball that's been thrown to all these coaches dealing with NIL. And instead of trying to curl up in a ball and run from it, or maybe take the Texas A&M approach, it's got to be orchestrated. It's got to be organized. It's got to be, you got to be authentic with the players. And it sounds like Josh Heupel's taking a very measured but very open approach.
I have not seen a coach that has handled the NIL stuff publicly, like spoken about it publicly. A lot of coaches just don't talk about it. They just try to, it's happening, but we'll just handle it over here. He has been pretty vocal about it. And I think, obviously this is going to come off biased, but I haven't seen a coach handle public statements about NIL better than Josh Heupel has. I mean, you try and find it. I'm open to see it. I have not seen it, especially in the SEC, because in the SEC, it's just been a bunch of complaining. It's been Jimbo and Saban button heads. A couple of guys we all know cheat, and they're going, I don't cheat. Well, I don't cheat either, but he cheats, and Josh Heupel just goes, I'm not doing any of that. He goes out and he keeps a very positive tone with it, where he says this NIL is an amazing opportunity. He also approaches it from I used to be a player kind of position. He, at SEC Media Days, he said specifically, I would have loved to have NIL when I was in college. And I could have worn my teammates' jerseys and we could all been making money. He kind of said that it was this amazing opportunity. But the thing that he says, and he said this multiple times now, but said it at SEC Media Days, that I think is really spot on, and I have not heard another coach in college football say this, but he talked about the way that it changes the behavior of players when they come in to play college football, because it makes them screwing up or, having a PR problem. It makes that way more immediate, because they go, I got a paycheck coming in the door. This is great. This is amazing. I'm getting mine for my name, image, and likeness. And if I, throw mud on my name, image, and likeness, I'm going to lose my money. And so he doesn't say it in those words. Heupel doesn't, but is what he means. And so it has these kids more focused. It has them in a better headspace where they want to be more responsible, where they want to take advantage of every opportunity they get, where they want to get their brand out there, so to speak. And I think it's an amazing point that really shows how, I guess the right word is empathetic he is to players. Because he was a Heisman runner-up and a national champion at Oklahoma, one of the biggest programs in America. The man knows what it's like to play high-level college football. And I think it's a way for him to connect with those players in making that point. And I think it's an awesome point, and it's great. And I don't want to speak too soon, because the offseason is not over, but he hasn't had those problems with player discipline or anything much during his time so far with NIL in place. And I don't know, it's something that he brought up that I hadn't thought about, and I was like, that's a great point. I love that. And it sticks with what I said. He keeps that optimistic, upbeat tone about it. He's not complaining about it. He's not, oh my God, this is bad for college football or whatever everybody's saying. He just goes, yeah, it's there. It's great. We're going to take advantage of it. And that's how we're going to do it at Tennessee. And I think it's been awesome.